Regardless of the words you're telling me that the sky is my limit, I know that I can reach for the stars. I may live in my emotions and you may scrutinize my expression, but I will make every moment count. I will claw, punch and kick my way to every barrier that leads to the top, because I know that I can break a nail. I am more than what you see. I am more than entertainment. I am Swag TV, giving back to the nation. Some days I wake up and I don't feel like doing anything. That's because the stress of moving from one point to another can be such a blur. So sometimes I won't stay on my bed, but I need to get work done. From booking my bus for meetings, to arranging official meetings, to getting a space for seminars. What about getting a very good event coverage company with good equipment that can do everything I want? But hey, all of that is in the past now, because I found a place I can get everything that I need in one. At SwagTv Studios, the render is a variety of services, from photography at its very best to well-equipped multi-purpose studio space for any type of event or video recording, from television shows, live music shows, or comedy shows, to mention a few. Did I mention that it can also cover your event with the most efficient equipment, as well as offer live streaming services for any event? This is the special part. They can also train you to become a pro in videography and photography. So, I woke up today and I feel like doing everything thanks to SwagTv Studio.
Alright, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, my name is Omoji Swagfred, and I'm seeing the Swag King. I'm the boss of all bosses, and I happen to be among the very most innocent guys on the face of anything like the Caesar. I came, I saw, and of course, I conquer, because the streets refused to go to church. I've made up my mind that I would definitely take the church to the street. Now, only that I may recognize the whole lot of swag. Today is yet another day, a day where we have been, our minds are going to be open to receive some in-deep knowledge. Don't forget, this is Wordless on Swag TV. But if I introduce my guest to you, I would like to go on a very short break, so go nowhere. I'll be right back shortly.
My name is Mosun Ebudagi from Mosun Nigeria. Mosun Nigeria was officially, cut it please.
Action.
Lighter, yeah.
Mosun Nigeria started officially 2009. We are into the fashion industry. We do really for female, of course, kids and the male. And we're into shoes, bags, and of course, jewelry, sophisticated jewelry. I have known Swag TV for 8 years now, and they've been doing super well. Walking to the studio, I am actually very impressed. I want to let the world know that myself, I fine.
Development is like a wildfire. Nothing can stop it. Today's bush, tomorrow's paradise. Crado World International new price alert. Crado Estate Abara is now selling at 650,000 naira per plot. It's a 1-minute drive from the RSU Faculty of Agriculture near Stella Maris University. Features: dry land suitable for investment, event center, well-designed layout, good road network, shopping mall and more. Documentation: deed of conveyance, registered survey plan, no agency fee, no bush entry and no family wahala. Office address: number 19A Old Aba Road, Caterpillar House, Rumuomasi, Port Harcourt. Office line 0808-112-3481 or 0810-479-1824. That is 0808-112-3481 or 0810-479-1824. Crado World International. Today's bush, tomorrow's paradise.
Now welcome back from the break. Before I went on break, I said I have an amazing personality right here with me on set. He has been in the entertainment industry in Rivers State for a very long time. He has also operated as a politician. Sometimes I wonder the both. How did they rhyme? What is the connection between these two things, politics and also entertainment? Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please join me as I introduce my guest to you today on Whatness, Emife, also known as Jesus Speaking.
Gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, before we move to the topic proper,
Okay.
entertainment and politics, first of all, let's know who is Emife and how did the name Jesus Speaking came into existence?
Oh, okay. Once more, thank you so much for having me on your set.
Yeah.
It's a nice set.
Thank you.
Nice work you're doing there. Like you said, taking the church to the streets is
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just a normal person. I'm from Port Harcourt. I'm from Rivers State, Nigeria. And when you talked about the name Jesus Speaking, some years back, when we were growing up, I started acting from secondary school, and then that. I did a play. Those was in secondary school, and it was like a priest, and a teacher came up. I won't forget that teacher, economics teacher. She came and said, "Wow, you look like a Jesus. First, you are Jesus Speaking."
Okay.
That was how that name came about.
Oh, I get it.
From there, it has been a stigma everywhere I go. Oh, Jesus Speaking, oh, Jesus Speaking. And that's just it. It doesn't happen me. It's working for me.
Okay, I thought that happens to be your entertainment.
Yes, that's a name I use for entertainment. When you go on social media everywhere, that's the name I use. So that's my stage name.
Okay.
So it now became my stage name
All right.
because it sold me out to the world, and it made me outstanding.
All right.
People say, we're all Jesus children now. Why is your only Pekin? I say, yes, he has just one Pekin,
Yeah.
and I'm the one.
And all right. Basically, right now we are looking at the entertainment at large.
Okay.
Now, even though topic today is the entertainment and politics, how did they intertwine together? But let's know, how long have you been in the entertainment industry?
Wow, like I said before, I started entertainment from secondary school.
All right.
Back then. If you were in Port Harcourt, you were in Port Harcourt, but you won't know what we call the Akonaki, the Commissioner's Cup, those days in school. We used to go to Tourist Beach to act.
Okay.
And let me say for like 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. For more than 20 years, I've been in this industry, acting, doing stand-up comedy, corporate events, and so and so. So I've been in this industry for years,
Okay.
by God's grace.
Now you've been in this industry for years, according to you,
Yeah.
and at the same time you're mixing it up with the politics. Tell us a little bit about your little career and the politics. How are you able to make them together, and what even made you decide to go into politics?
Okay, first of all, you can't push politics out of entertainment.
All right.
Neither can you push entertainment out of politics.
Okay.
We all know how the country is. When it comes to, sometimes you hear, the economy is this, the economy is that. You need entertainers to bring your blood pressure down.
Okay.
You understand? That is it. Now, politics has been something that I love to go into. Now, from my early stage, right from school, I was a member of the SCG, an executive member. From there, right there in school, we started this politics, started entertainment from school, came out to the community. I'm also a youth leader in my community, and also I served as a secretary I served as a PRO, and I was asked to come back again to serve. You understand? Now, you can't give politics out of entertainment, and neither can you give entertainment out of politics. You understand? Because you need the politicians to do the industry. You need the industry to do the politics. Let me give you an instance. And Schwarzenegger, the one we all call the Commando, he's an entertainer, he's an actor. Because of his face, his fame, people now know, oh, there's a place called, there's a seat called the governor. He's a governor of a state. People, if he was an ordinary person, you and I may not know him. If you ask someone to mention the governors of America, US, some of us may not call all. But because this young man is in industry, he has sold the seats to the public with his entertainment industry, with his gifts. And now we all know that, oh, there's a place called this. You understand? Now, coming back to my own side, I entered politics because we need to change the mentality of the youths. Now we need to change the mentality of entertainers. You hear entertainers talk about, oh, no government want to support us. How do we get into this government to support ourselves? You need to enter the government to know how government works for you to be able to support ourselves.
Okay, but talking about stepping into politics, enable to help other entertainers.
Yes.
But we've seen a scenario where some popular face in Nigeria has been into power, and yet instead of doing the right thing, they end up joining the crowd. Okay, and based on that, how are we sure that when even the so-called well-known face being in the industry step into that power, how are we sure that this person is actually going to do exactly what?
Now, I understand where you're coming from. Now, you said some entertainers that have been into power, and they end up doing the same thing other politicians are doing. Yes, no doubt. But you won't also forget the fact that you must keep trying. We've had governments come and gone. The same thing. This very soon now we'll vote in a new government. We don't expect some of them to do the same thing that the new thing. We heard somebody stole 180 billion. One man. One man. Now we heard somebody stole this one, there's XYZ amount. One man. Now, you ask yourself, everybody has his own or her own ability and character. Now, I may go into politics because I want to change the situation around. Thank you. You may go into politics because, okay, not me see you. Someone else may go into politics because he or she wants to enrich himself. Now, don't forget that they say power intoxicates. Power intoxicates. Some persons, when they go into these seats, wow, so this thing they, okay, man, I need to join them. If I can't join them, if I can't beat them, I have to join them. But you'd forget that there are persons watching you. You understand? So sometimes you go into this thing because of your personal interests, not the people. Not the people. But when you go into this thing because of the people, or because of your industry, you change it. You do the right thing. You understand? So I won't blame anybody when they go in there and they try to bend corner or join the train or join the politicians, join the so-called money hungry people. No. I blame you, yourself, your upbringing. Your upbringing is very important. Because if you have a decent upbringing, you go in there with a mindset of changing the situation, changing the standard, going out of the box, then you're sure of getting something else.
Okay, so talking about entertainment and politics, we would like to find out from you, Jesus speaking, what is the next step for you? Now, we know that you've associated yourself with the politicians. You worked under certain power in the society, and the tenor is about to fold up. Okay, the tenor is about to fold up, and everybody, like we all say, they are packing their bags, whether to go home or to remain in seat. But the bag is already packed and waiting. If the whistle blows and I'm supposed to go home, then I will go back home. But the whistle blows and I'm meant to be in that same seat just for me to upload the bag and start keeping things the way they should be. So, but what next for you? What next for you? Like the program entails, what next? What next for you? Because yes, truly speaking, you've not been seen in the entertainment scene for a very long time.
No, I disagree on that. I disagree on that.
Because when last you put up a show?
Okay, a personal show. Fine.
And you used to have this personal show.
Yes, I do.
And since you stepped into power, so I could say that the power actually affected you because you did not. Okay, you did not. You shut down the doors of those events. Okay, no, I don't know your plan.
Okay.
Now you shut down your plans for your events.
According to you, shut down.
According to me, yes. Of course, that's the same thing that people are going to say. Also, for the past 4 years, you've not hosted any show, and those are the period where you're serving under a particular government in the states.
Let me come in there. Now, you said for the past 4 years, personal show. Yes, I agree with you on the personal show.
But you didn't allow me to end, so let me end first.
Okay, fine, go ahead. Because I wanted to call you on that.
Yes. And of course, seeing you in an event, attending events of other people, to me, I won't say that is something you're doing.
Attending or on stage? Most of them on stage.
I've not seen you on stage for a very long time. Okay. So, but right now, what will be the next step? So, what next should the people of Lagos State, South at large, expect from Emife? Are we seeing eating up with entertainment, or right now we say, okay, if I leave this power, I'll come back to entertainment. But if I do not, maybe I have to continue my tenure here.
Okay, now let me correct an impression here. Fine, a personal event. The last one I did, a personal, according to you, personal event. Now, but on the other hand, I've been involved in other events.
Okay.
Collabo events, anchoring events, weddings, corporate events, and others. I just did one last week. Okay. I did the birthday last week. So maybe our path have not crossed on events. That's why you said for a while you've not seen me on stage. No doubt. Now, you talked about what next for me. I think I will give that in the bag. Because why? I am not saying I'll give politics or I'll give politics or I'll give entertainment. Now, you need the government to grow the industry. Let's call a spade a spade. You need the government to grow the industry. Now, why I've been in government? In my little way, I know how many events, I know how many persons I have given direct contact for government patronage. I know. I won't mention names.
And the people actually responded back.
Sure. So, being in government, being in entertainment does not limit you to anything. Now, my own events will come. I'm packaging something very soon. So that's why I say I'll give it in the bag for now. So that people don't say, oh, you said you will do events next month. You will not see. I know how many people have been calling me. Some corporate bodies called and they want to partner. That your event last time was something. You were there. You saw it. It was out of the box. The crowd, the massive crowd was there. So I understand that part of it. I have never left that aside. I've never left that. Never. It's still there. In fact, last year, 2020, we wanted to do something, but because of the COVID, I remember I called you too. If you remember, I called you because of the COVID. We had to pause, and now we've gone into the political scene now. Now let me tell you also something: entertainment and politics. Let me mention a few names. Gotv is currently now a candidate for the forthcoming election. DStv is in the house. We have so many of them in the house and still doing their businesses.
But this one has not been
because no, he has been producing. He may not be on the screen, but he has been behind the screen. The same thing with me. I may not be on the screen or your billboard. Now, there's one mentality Port Harcourt people will always have, or we will always have. Until you, as a comedian, until you do your own show, then you are not a comedian. No. Let's mention a few names. Comedians that have not done their own personal show for a while. Okay, Bakassi.
But it's always on set.
He's always on set. I'm talking about personal shows. Dan Loki. Have you seen these are comedians that have been there. You understand? But you've not seen them do their own one-man show events. But they've been there. You understand? Now, in the movie industry, you know Kanayo, you know Messi Johnson, you know Iniedo, they are all appointees of governments, different states. Some are essay on entertainment, some are essay on media, some essay on the youth. Our own sister, Hida Dokubo, was an essay to the governor on youth. Zubi Michael, essay on media.
When you mention the names of these people, you get me a little bit worried right now.
Okay.
When you mention the names of these people, let's look at Rivers State for instance.
Okay.
You mentioned Hida Dokubo, you
Okay.
mentioned some other names,
Yes.
including you,
Yeah.
part of the line, you're part of the queue. Now, what can you people boldly say? We changed this thing because we had an opportunity to be among those that still.
Okay, now let me tell you. Now, initially in River State, it has been a one way of entertainment.
Yeah.
When they want to do an event in the River State, they go outside the state. They bring people outside the states. But now, quote me, when you talk about event in River States, you will count a minimum, when I say minimum, 3 Port Harcourt-based entertainers on that stage. Because why? We let them know that we have this thing here. We are here. Lagos is calling us to come over there to do some 1 or 2 for them. Why don't you guys see us? Embrace us. Use us. And that is why most of us have gone into the government. Tell these people, when we have an opportunity to sit with them, we tell them, Oga, there's no need for you to go and bring this person. If you pay this person XYZ amounts, pay us XYZ amounts. Who will take? It makes us relevant. It makes them feel that, oh, these guys are good. Some LGAs in River State has appointed some few entertainers into their cabinets. Let me mention a few of them. Without the name, Port Harcourt. Appointed few of them. I'm one of them. Otrika. Appointed. You remember, okay, let me just for the sake of Bamidele. Yeah. He's an appointee. Who was a caretaker member. Ahuda did the same thing. Oyibo did the same thing.
And they actually picked
entertainers into their cabinet as an appointees. Okay. So that is to tell you that we are getting into this thing. Gradually, they are knowing, they're realizing that they need us in the government because we need to change things. Now, also let you know that apart from the church, apart from campaigns, entertainers are the only one that gather crowd together. Yeah. You understand? When you go for an event, you see this man is doing an event, you go there, the minimum crowd you see there is 500. Okay. So in other words, you as a politician, you say, this guy can gather 500 persons. This one gather 1,000. So if I bring this food together with my own crowd, so that is where we are going to. They understand the fact that they need us in this government to get to the youths, get to the grassroots.
And you also need them.
And we also need them. Thank you. That's why I said you can't push this away, push that away. Okay. They work together.
Okay, let's wrap up with this one because time is actually the greatest enemy.
No problem.
Time actually flies. No man can ever bring back the time.
Sure.
Caterpillar, the cankerworm has eaten God Almighty alone. Now, for you, in case you're just joining us, don't forget this is Whatness on Swag TV. And of course, I remain your host, Omojesu Alfred, the boss of all bosses, and of course, one of the most innocent guys on the face of the planet. And with me on set is Emife, popularly known as Jesus Peking. Okay, he has served in government. He's serving in government right now, and of course, he's also an entertainer in River State. Okay. Before I call it to wrap,
okay.
Are you saying? Let me just answer 2 questions. The first one is either yes or no. So I will not want you to stretch on it. The first one is: will you boldly say that the River State of today has what it takes to take artists to the top.
Yes.
We have what it takes.
Yes.
Meaning, can you mention 2 persons that you feel they've taken to the top and they are still sustaining there without going to Lagos?
We just won an award last week. Mr. Funny.
Mr. Funny went to Lagos.
He's a Port Harcourt boy.
But he went to Lagos.
He went to Lagos for the market. Now, hold on. Let me come in there. Let me come in. Oh, except you say based in Port Harcourt.
Understand my question.
Okay.
Will you boldly say that River State, let me not go Port Harcourt, River State has what it takes to bring up an artist on the grassroots, take him up there and sustain him without that artist going to Lagos to have the number?
Now, let me let you also know. So before I answer that question, let me also emphasize something here. Now, in Nigeria, in every business you do, there is what we call nearness to raw material.
Okay.
Is what we call business questionnaires, where you also say, oh, where can I do this business? Where can I sell pure water that will move markets? Yeah. You can't sell pure water in GRA. Nobody will buy it. You can't sell pure water in government house. Nobody will buy it. Okay. You can sell bottled water in GRA. They will buy it. Okay. Now, Port Harcourt, Lagos, is the capital of entertainment. No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. If we go by Port Harcourt, you understand? Now, how many media houses do we have in Port Harcourt? Let's call it spade a spade. Now, how many media houses do we have in Lagos? How many media houses in Port Harcourt that we want to give you the airtime to sell your products? National. When you want to do a program in Port Harcourt here, and you want your event to show on national, they refer you to Lagos. All right. Let me not call the names. Okay. Media houses. Okay. When you want to do a program, you say, oh yes, sponsor me, partner with me. They are limited to just south here. Most of them, maybe radio, TV, is just within Port Harcourt, Mbiama and Ogoni Bridge, and that's all. How many of Port Harcourt media houses that shows that their content from here to national? It's from national to Port Harcourt. So how do you not say you take your content to Lagos? Because that is where the media houses, the headquarters of media is. And that is where we now decide to go into the internet. Thank you for internet. Internet has no boundary. The media houses, the TV stations, radio stations has boundary. You go to the radio houses, your advert will play it, fine. But how many people will hear it outside the River States? But when you go to, you hear network news. Network news is not from Port Harcourt. It's from Lagos or Abuja. You hear a network program. It's from Lagos or Abuja. You watch your media, your music channels on your cable networks. They're all in Lagos. I don't want to mention names. You know them. Okay. You understand? You watch your music channel, your movie channels. All of them are in Lagos.
Right. So in a nutshell, you say Port Harcourt is that what it takes?
No, get me right here. I'm not saying Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt has the raw materials to move to Lagos, to move things to the world. Right. But do we have?
Would you agree with me? Would you agree with me that our politicians in River State, the politicians we have in River State, the businessmen we have in River State, would you agree with me that those people find it more easy to support a brand called the Oil Line than entertainers?
That was before. I can tell you now. All right. That was before. Now, Port Harcourt entertainment now is a.
Can you boast to say that there is? Let's forget the fact that our Excellency gave out 30 million to entertainers. Let's leave that aside. Yeah. Will you boldly say that if there is an event in this town, there is going to be a politician that is willing to drop 10 million naira as cash?
Now,
will you say so?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Do you know why I will say so?
Right.
Now,
have you seen it happen before?
Yes, I have.
A politician?
Yes, I have. Now, yes, for partnership. Yes, I have. Okay. I won't mention names for security reasons.
No, I'm not saying she mentioned
now, let's get something straight here. You and I have a relationship. Yeah. You and this man does not have a relationship. Yeah. It matters a lot. If I have a relationship with you and you're doing an event, I can come out to sponsor you, partner with you. All right. But this other guy, I may not have that relationship with him. So I may start to say, just take XYZ. But this other guy you have, you say, take XYZ. Okay. It differs. Port Harcourt right now. What me? Before, when you do a show in Port Harcourt, they say, oh, but this guy, he show up, certificate. But right now, you do a show in Port Harcourt, you will sell. People are buying tables, 1 million in Port Harcourt, this town. Before they say, oh, no, now, it's only just show that when they come to Port Harcourt, they will sell. No. We had an event here at one of the biggest event centers in Port Harcourt here. I won't mention name because they didn't pay for adverts. So, one of our Port Harcourt boys here did a show there. You know him?
Yeah.
What happened there? Everybody will say, oh boy, you get mind, you want to do show for that place, you go for it. What happened? We all saw it. It was sold out. The first of its kind. Now it's now on the map that a Port Harcourt boy, based Port Harcourt boy, sold an event center of XYZ capacity out without any other, just him and 1 or 2 persons. Fine, he bought in Lagos guys. But the Port Harcourt boy.
All right, Mr. Emife, time is not on our side. Time is the greatest enemy we have to face of planet Earth. We all know that. But before we allow you to leave the studio, please pardon us and give us, I don't want to say a word of advice, but what is that word you want to drop for the entertainers and also for the politicians concerning events in Lagos states?
Okay, very simple. For all my fellow entertainers, I will always tell you, please go get your PVC. It's very important.
All right, he decided to be in politics.
No, I'm not being politics here. I'm only saying, how do you, hold on. No, how do you change the system as an entertainer? You say politicians are not helping you, or you know somebody that you think that should be there that will help you. Then go get your PVC and change that person.
Okay.
That is them politicians. Please, it is high time you come back home and make sure you grow our own content. We have content in Port Harcourt that will sell. Because you can't bring in the foreign investors without your content.
All right.
So help us promote our own content here in Port Harcourt. Stop paying the Lagos people. Stop paying these people XYZ. Pay us well too. Pay them, no problem. Pay them. Pay us too.
All right.
We'll do our best. Okay. And make sure that Port Harcourt will grow. Thank you.
Pay us too. Pay us, and of course we're going to do our best. He didn't say you should not bring people from outside.
Bring them.
Bring them, but also pay us well. Now, for the entertainers, he said, go get your PVC card. So
and get involved. Get involved.
And you can actually vote. Also get involved.
Yeah.
It's surprising to know that most Nigerians don't know what is going on in the politics, which is very bad. You must not be a politician to put your ears down so you know what is happening in your own state, in your own environment. Of course, that's where you can actually, that's the area you can actually fix things for. My name is Emife Chimenem Orlu, and of course, don't forget the swacking boss of all bosses and one of the most innocent guys the face of. And Mr. Emife, I want to say thank you for coming over. Thank
you so much. Thank you so much.
We intend to see more from you.
Sure, anytime.
We intend to see more from you. We want you to change the status quo. That is why we're here. Change the system.
Change the system.
Bring out something new that we can actually enjoy. For ladies and gentlemen, we'll see again, same station, same time next week. Always keep your swag on, because that's the best thing for you to do. Don't be shy. Learn to give a helping hand to someone. Change somebody's life every day. Put smile on people's faces every day. Do that. And of course, when you do that, God in return will bless you richly. I won't say bye for now. Till next time.